Hey guys, and welcome back to Rad Resells. I'm Natalie.
And I'm Will, and in today's video, we are going to Goodwill, buying things cheap, selling it high online for a profit, so let's go.
Alright, we are walking into Goodwill. Alrighty, Will has a couple of finds here.
So, me and Natalie were on the new rack, and right next to it is the pillow section. All I see is this tag sticking out, Chandler, 4 corners. Felt amazing. Just felt like good texture.
Yeah, it's very textured, like rough, rugged feel.
You could just tell it's high quality. There is 300 listed, 150 sold. Some are going for 20, some are going for all the way up to $60 for one pillow. Now, it depends on the design. We have boots here, cowboy boots. I think that's popular.
I would say it's a Western style.
There was a few listed for around $25, but I think we're gonna price ours around like 40.
Yeah, and it's $1.99.
Yes. And then this next one, it's funny. A girl used to call me this in high school. Actually, no, middle school. Billiam. Because I went by Billy at the time, and my name is William, so she just combined it. So this is a brand that is made in Greenville, South Carolina, which is very cool. They have these listed on sale for $200. Nice patch. And what's cool about these are salvaged. So it's another reinforcement of the fabric to make it a stronger jean, I guess. But they weren't selling good on eBay. Actually couldn't find any sold comps.
What?
So I went over to Poshmark, consistently selling for 35 to 40 bucks.
Oh, wow.
Jeans here, $5.99.
All right, Billiam.
Hey, don't start, don't start. Came across this Cleveland golf bag. The condition is pretty darn solid. The white is white. The only thing I see is the snaps are a little rusted. However, I think that's okay and a little wear there. But for 10 bucks, I don't think I could pass on this. I think we could easily probably get about 50 bucks on Facebook Marketplace. I seen some sold on eBay pre-owned for around that like $50 to $60 mark. This is a big item, so we don't want to go through the hassle of shipping for 10 bucks. And even if we do have to hold it for a little while, it will be a nice thing to store the golf clubs that we have in the garage. That's just in a random box. So, update, I actually seen the exact one on eBay, slightly better condition, sold for $130 plus shipping. So, we're not gonna do that measly little 50 bucks, probably around 100. So I was just finishing up doing some research on the Cleveland bag, and right over here in this section, it was right there, I see this camo bag. I'm like, oh my gosh, that's a nice gym bag for myself. And then I'm looking, I see that rubber tag, private label. Pretty much every rubber tag on a brand does well reselling for us for some reason. Flip it inside, private label, limited edition. We got the stuff to put on the bottom, I guess, to make it hard or stay put there. 10 bucks. I'm like, let me just look this thing up, because it is clean. I pull it up. This private label, this bag sold for $75 up to $125 for $10. Now, there wasn't many sold, and it seems like they do a lot of collaborations, but this one is the limited edition camo, so I'm definitely taking it a chance. Who would have thought? It's a bag day.
So in the shoe section, I spotted a familiar brand now called Clark's. These are the Wallabies, and they are a great model to be on the lookout for. They're $6.99. All the ones we have found have sold very quickly. Now, unfortunately for me, these have quite some wear on them and would need to be rolled a lot. Got a lot of pet hair here. Got some significant wear on the sole. You see the crepe heels here are almost smooth and they're supposed to be like more like this. So I'm like, with this amount of wear on them, it just doesn't look good. I decided to kind of leave them and look at that heel. That being this uneven, that's not good. But I move further down and there's another pair here in a better condition. No need to be rolled. And much less wear on the heels. So these should be around $30-$40. They're $6.99. I'm definitely grabbing these. Now don't put these up as just Clark's moccasins. You gotta use the word wallaby. And then I look up and I see these Asics. These are the GT 2012. US size 8.5. So these are women's because the UK size is a 6.5. So the difference is more than one. Lightly worn shoes, these should be around $35. I do like the interesting colorway. It's like a nude with the green and the pink and the black. Very cute. They do have some discolorations that you can see there. If these are in better condition, you can get more than 35, maybe 45, 50, but because this one has that wear, or the discoloration rather, because the wear is very minimal, it's the aesthetic imperfections that drag the value down a bit. So these might be like 30 due to the lighter color, unless you want to wash them. But I hate washing shoes, so I try to only pick up shoes that I don't have to wash, unless it's like a very high value shoe, and these are not that. But these are my sister's size, so I'm gonna ask if she wants them. And if she does, she doesn't care about that. She just cares about this, the treading. And then I'll grab them for her instead. If you have been following us for a while, you know that we specialize in men's clothing and shoes. But lately we have been trying to expand our knowledge about women's brands that resell well. And we have come to realize that it's definitely not all about that brand. Of course, brands matter, but style matters just as much. Here we have a beautiful mesh, like a sheer fairy bell sleeve blouse. It's got the embroidery and the beaded front and the open back. This one is stunning. I love the little button closure on the back, and the brand is also a good one. It's Free People. But even if this was a different brand, I think I would pick it up simply because of the style. I think I can get around $30 to $40 for it. We got a funky piece next. We got BKE with the faux fur leopard print. The neon green yellowish lining really gives it an interesting edge. It's priced at $5.99, and we are gearing up for Q4, and we gotta get all of our jackets up ASAP. I'm expecting around $30 to $40 for this one. And how cool are these big buttons? They had a nice shine to them. Animal print fur or faux fur can do really well, even if it's a brand that doesn't typically sell well, because unless it's a pair of jeans, especially men's jeans, we tend to skip BKE. Now, one place that many thrifters forget to check, it's the putback rack, the one that's right next to all of the dressing rooms. We have found a bunch of items here, and today was no exception. We have a 2000s throwback brand made in the USA. We have Cash. This is a pair of pinstriped women's pants. It has that coastal or nautical vibe. Very trendy right now. I think I can get around $40 for this one. We have found multiple of their tops before, and they scream Y2K. Y2K, aka 2000s, is super trendy right now. So if you find anything with that type of style, always include Y2K as a keyword. And for a split second, I thought, ooh, maybe I should get this for myself. But then I realized I would never wear this. Just not my style, even though they're so cute and even had a little bit of stretch for that extra comfort. Come pack our sales with us in this What Sold section. First of all, if you don't know already, we use List Perfectly to both create and cross-post all of our listings. If you also sell on multiple platforms, definitely check it out and use the link in the description below for 30% off your first month. Starting off with eBay, we have a Sleep Number remote control. That's right, just the remote. Now this one did work, which matters, but these remote controls can also sell for parts only. And this one sold for $70 in a few weeks. Next, we have a big boy. We have a Cobra Baffler XL Hybrid and Irons set for women. These also had significant wear on the grip. They were $3.99 each, and they sold for $200 in just 2 weeks. Cobra is one of the best golf brands to be on the lookout for, so always look up any golf club or set you find by them. Now, we shipped these golf clubs in our 6x6x48 box, and we got them from Amazon. Now, these boxes are a bit pricey. It's about $5 per box, so make sure the golf clubs are actually worth the pickup with that in mind. Next up on eBay was this Carhartt flame-resistant overalls. These were also quilt-lined and very heavyweight. So whenever you find Carhartt with the FR logo, that is flame-resistant, and they tend to sell for more than if it's not flame-resistant. And these were only $6 at Goodwill. The next sale on eBay was this London Fog wool coats. Now, these are not quick sellers. It's not a Bolo brand. However, if you can find the longer trench coats in wool, they can go for $60 to $80. So definitely be on the lookout if you can get them cheap, because the sell-through rate is pretty bad. Moving on to Poshmark, we have this gorgeous Aran Sweater Market Merino Wool Quarter Zip Sweater. This one did take a good while to sell, maybe because of the season, but it did end up selling for $64. And sweater season is upon us, so if you have any sweaters, get those up. Next up, we have a new with tags Athleta linen pants. These are the Cabo style model, and these sold for $45, but also took a few months to sell. I honestly thought these were going to sell quicker being new with tags. Moving on, we have another Aran Sweater Market sweater. This one is in pure wool, and this one actually sold within a month for $30. This one had that beautiful speckled knit and the little rolled neckline and sleeves. And these are little details that can make your listing sell faster. And something about this weather maybe, because we have another Aran sweater, but this is the Aran Craft sweater cardigan for women in a beautiful cream color, sold for $45, also took a few months to sell. And then moving on to the next platform, we have Depop, and we sold this beautiful Free People cow leather bag. I normally do flat lace, and I did that as well, but I made sure to incorporate one model photo so they could see the size proportions compared to the body, I guess. Now, I've deliberately priced this one high because I know people love to just send offers, and I did end up accepting a $55 offer, and pretty happy with that. It sold in just a few weeks, and we paid $7 for it from Goodwill. And last but not least, we have this Polo Ralph Lauren Golf Harrington jacket. Now, this one had First Bank embroidered on the wrist, so I took a chance on this one. We normally avoid company names, but it sold in just 1 week for $30. And that sums up today's thrifting and what sold video. Thank you so much for watching until the end. Don't forget to leave that thumbs up and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.